Hello, I am here. I just want to do an intro video to give a bit of a context. But yes, I've been thinking about starting a channel for quite a few months now, but I've been procrastinating by making absolutely every excuses under the sun. I would convince myself that no, you don't have enough time. Or I'll tell myself, hey, you're not confident enough to speak in front of a camera. What are you going to say? And, oh, the weather's too bad that day. Or my skin is too spotty, my hair's too greasy, my mind is too blurry, I don't have a good enough camera or professional lighting. You name it, absolutely every excuses. But I guess let's face it, we all had a pretty strange, weird time last year and actually this year, didn't we? Because of COVID. And I think a lot of us have probably used lockdown as an opportunity to really think and reflect on how we live and where we live and what really make our lives tick in a way. And during that time, I've discovered that one of the reasons why I'm procrastinating so much is because of my general anxiety or fear of just, not being good enough. And so, given the fact that it has been 6 months since Kyle and I have moved from London to Peak District, and the fact that I've just left my full-time job, about 3 weeks ago, I thought now it would be a good time to give this a go. So without further ado, here is this week's vlog. Coffee time. So today our mission is to actually pull out all these weeds on the ground. Been meaning to do this for quite a few months, but just haven't got around to actually action on it. And as you can see, Kyle has already got some special gear on his knees for it. What are these?
Really cheap knee pads that don't really work.
Does it actually... It must work, no?
Now they work when you're like on the ground, but if I try and walk from here to there, they like fall down. So as long as you're not planning on going anywhere, it's alright.
So I bought a bath tray recently, and Kyle will explain a little bit of what he's doing right now. Are you just staining the wood so that water doesn't damages the wood?
Yeah, it just comes untreated. So if you just put it in your bathroom the way it is, it will just go mouldy really quick. So I've got some clear varnish, some clear satin varnish.
Yeah.
And you've got to put 4 coats on, let each coat dry for 30 minutes.
So it's
going to be
quite a few days. Well, not a few days.
Maybe by the end of the day. Don't know.
By the end of the day.
But
okay.
yeah, well, no, it's a good one though, because it's like you've got to read the label when you get them, because some of them are indoor varnishes and some of them are outdoor. So this is an indoor one, which means it's kind of odorless, hopefully.
Yeah.
And also it doesn't actually turn the whole thing brown, you still got the original colour.
That's cool.
Elpie's trying to jump out the window.
Why do you need to wear these glasses?
What, you don't think they look good?
Oh no! Elpie! I hope this works. I am putting the camera on a stack of sketchbooks and I really hope that doesn't fall off, but I think it'll work. My tripod at the back is not really acting as flexible as I want it to be, so that's the reason why. Anyway, hello, I am in my home clothes. I don't like to be wearing my outside outfits whenever I'm at home or when I'm cooking. It feels very strange when you're wearing some tailored trousers or some shirt or a dress when you're cooking some raw chicken or frying some garlic. Something very, very strange about that, don't you think? And I also just want to be comfortable. I don't want to be wearing a bra. So yeah, that's what home clothes means. Anyway, we just came back from our walk and we had a very lovely, relaxing walk. It's much needed after a very stressful, mentally exhausted, emotionally exhausted type of day. I had to make a lot of personal decision with the work that I'm doing at the moment, and every idea that just came in was not good enough, and I just keep going in circles, and I know I noticed that I'm about to get into my usual anxiety loop again. So Kyle suggested that we should drive out and just get some fresh air, and hopefully I will see things in a better perspective. And I did. So I'm really quite thankful for that. I think one of the best thing about living in the countryside is that you have that opportunity to actually just drive out and go to see something that would remind you how small you actually are in the world. Yeah, so we saw a lot of hay bales in many different fields. I think it's in season. And I never really understand what hay bales are really for. I just know that they gather up, and I think they're stored for the animals to eat during winter months, because in the winter the grass are not growing as much as it is now in the summer. So, and I think in many parts of the world, the farmers, they really, really rely on these hay to feed their kettles and cows and sheep or horses during those winter months. So it was just quite impressive to see so many of them in real life. It instantly reminds me of that very famous Paul Nash paintings. I think I have the print actually that I bought from the exhibition a couple of years back now at Tate Modern. It always makes me feel very relaxed, and I always feel very rebalanced. My mind is rebalanced when I look at it. And today I saw it in real life, and this, yeah, it gave me the same feeling. It was really relaxing to watch these farmers, to actually pack them up, and the repetition, the rhythm, the sound, the smell, and everything. And it was a very nice, warm summer evening as well, so the light was glowing at them, and just everything about it. So yeah, tonight, I think I'm going to make shin ramen for dinner tonight, because I spent 45 minutes watching South Korean mukbang videos. Literally just people eating shin ramen. They would crack 2 eggs on the top of the ramen, and they would also put some cheese, pickles on the side. It's just absolutely everything, and I want to make that into a reality. So I'm going to do that in a minute. And I think after that I'm just going to have a bath and possibly watch this film called Nomadland by Chloe Zhao. I think it's a film about a woman in her 60s after losing absolutely everything in the Great Recession. She embarks on a journey through America West, living as a van driller, modern day nomad. This film has won 6 Oscars. Can you believe it? I think it's Best Director, Best Picture, Actress, Screenplay, Cinematography. Can't really quite remember what's the other one, but I'm convinced enough to draw me in to give it a good watch. So I think we're going to do that tonight, and that's all I have to report for this evening. I just want to quickly show you this creature. This is a plastic owl. Our landlord has put it here about 2 weeks ago, I think. You can see the tag is still on its head. It has a hollow body as well, which I will show you. And I think the main purpose of having this owl here is to prevent all the birds eating all the seeds that they have put down on this field 2-3 weeks ago, I think. You can see all the grass are actually growing back already. Really green. But I have no idea how this creature would prevent anything happen. Look at the state of this guy. Oh wow, I'm very, very shocked. What are you looking at?
Looking at my own work.
Ooh. Kyle's drew this bear.
Distracting.
that looks like rain coming our way.
Yeah, see where the windmill is? Past that point. You can see the sun before the windmill, and then afterwards it's just all rain cloud.
Sunny. Rain. Ow! Oh! Oh! I'm just making a cup of coffee for my very, very, very sleepy head this morning. I didn't sleep much last night at all, so I hope that this coffee will wake me up. I kept on going to the fridge this morning hoping that food would magically reappear. Do you do this? You know that you don't have food in the fridge, but you still go back and hoping that within that space of 3 to 5 minutes, somebody surely would have restocked it for you. Yeah, I actually had a huge craving for gyoza last night, dumplings. When you live in the middle of nowhere, there are definitely no food delivery services. Deliveroo? Nope. Just Eat? Nope. Yes, there are Asian restaurants and Asian supermarkets, but it's about 45 minutes drive away and it was 9 p.m. It's quite late. So I just open up the fridge and see what we've got. And we had 2 carrots, some cabbage, some chives, half box of mushrooms, some chicken breasts. So I thought, okay, why don't we just make dumplings ourselves? So I just minced everything, and Kyle and I watched the Olympics, got down on our knees and just wrapped away. And I think we made about 50 to 60 dumplings. It's quite a lot. We pan fry them and then we ate it with chili oil and vinegar. And it was delicious. Really, 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 really delicious. And I really highly recommend anybody, when you have these small remaining bits in the fridge and you don't know what to do, it's such a good way to get rid of them. So two missions today. We are going to our local farm shop. This place called Chatsworth. It's Chatsworth Estate Farm Shop. It's about 6 to 7 minutes drive via a very, very scenic route. And on the way you'll see sheep and cows, mountains, fields, you name it. And the extra pungent animal manure on top for this journey too. You know that you're in the countryside when you can smell animal poo. So yeah, as soon as you get there, there's a wide range of vegetables, fruit, nuts and herbs. They've got their own butchery, there's a fish counter, a cheese section, a deli, a wine section, and also their own bakery. It really actually reminds me of Borough Market in London, but a very mini version one in the middle of the Peak District. I love the fact that all their produce is actually from their own estate and their neighbouring farms as well. So everything is super, super fresh. When you check out, they don't actually offer you any bag for lives or any paper bags, nothing like that. They have all these cardboard boxes piled up from their produce. And they said, well, why don't we give you one of these boxes and you can put all your shoppings in it. I quite like that. It's quite a sustainable way to shop, isn't it? So yes, I'm very looking forward to go there today to stock up for next week. And hopefully when we finish, if we have time, maybe we can drive to the Woodhead Reservoir, which is near the Lady Bower. I looked it up on the map yesterday. It's very big, so it might be a good walk. But I guess we will have to go and see. Just want to go there, explore, see what happens. So I'm going to finish drinking this coffee, get ready, and get on with my day. Where are we?
Don't know. Near Glossop, the reservoir near Glossop. Don't know what it's called, never will.
Why not?
Because I don't think we'll come here again. It's a bit crap.
Why are you gotta be like that? It's really cool, look. It's very peaceful.
Nah, not really. It's probably going to take a whole day to like properly walk the length of it. Should come back another time.
This is X-ray. Emergency mission on my graphics. Over. Drop every 3K on the switchbacks.
Hello, it's Saturday today and it's so hot. Finally, summer's here for everybody in England. 2 nights ago, we found this really amazing YouTube video that suggests top 10 places to go in Peak District. So we thought that we would go and check out 3 or 4 on the list. There's so many flies here. Yeah, because quite a lot of these places we haven't actually been. We've been to quite a few on the list, but just these 4 that we haven't been. So today the weather is so nice, so we thought that we'll give it a go. I'm sorry, but this camera, the contrast is so bad. I'm just using my iPhone because Kyle is trying to put my camera in his car so we can film the view. So yeah, we're gonna go there now, and I will show you tourist places that we are going. Hey, who's that? What are you actually, what's the shorts? Tell us your shorts.
There's no thought process
There's no thought process for what?
for the shorts, other than to cover my penis. This is actually our first episode of Escape to the Country, and the first property we'll be looking at is Thor's Cave. Thor who, you ask? Thor, god of war. Ever heard of him?
Are you Jesus? Did you have a good day?
I did the most exercise anyone's ever done in one day.
Because you went to bed last night at 8:10.
Yeah, I'd recommend it.
Fennel tea. It's not bitter, it's not sweet, it's a tiny bit salty. So yummy. Perfect tea to have after spending most of your afternoon trying to edit this vlog together. I just want to quickly jump up here to share an observations after watching back all these videos that I have filmed last week. And I think somebody needs to give me a drum roll here. Yes, so I have discovered that I overuse the word like. I know. We all do it, don't we? The bloody amounts of times I have actually used in all my past videos and in my daily recent casual conversations. It's frustrating. It's very, very draining for the person who's hearing you. I mean, yes, there are many grammatically appropriate way of using the word like in a sentence, but instead, the way I use is that I use like, you know, sort of as fillers in sentences, and it's constantly cluttering up my speech and ultimately make me sound very, very unsure. And I think many of us do the same thing, it's not just me. So, if you are also a habitual user of like, you're not alone. I want to give you a high five, actually. Got me also thinking of, I never heard the Queen or the royal family or any news anchor from any news channel uses any of these filler words. Is super impressive. I think it's all to do with forming a new habit. Perhaps once or twice I've heard in an interview of Prince William and Kate Middleton uses it, but not really. And I think quite often saying like is a way to fill in those awkward silences or to buy yourself more time when you're trying to think of what to say next. But I think sometimes not saying anything at all is probably a better move, really. So going forward, each time when I think I can feel myself about to say like, I will pause instead and give myself a minute to think. Trying to think of other ways that will help. Probably it would be good if you ask people around you to help you. I think it will undoubtedly get super annoying to have your friends and family constantly calling you out on saying like, but I think it could also be a very effective way to remind yourself when you're doing it and hopefully trying to break this particularly persistent pattern. I think after a few days of constant reminders, you're bound to be more conscious of your speech, which can be a very good thing, really. Let's face it, it's really very, very hard to understand how other people hear you, let alone you trying to hear yourself. as often you probably don't even realize that we all have these really weird speech patterns or breathing techniques or tics that we do when we're trying to hear ourselves when we speak. So what I'm trying to say here is that a good solution is this: record yourself and watch it back so that you can acknowledge when you do it and try to stop it going forward. It's just something that you have to practice. This week I've set myself a challenge by trying to see how long I can go without saying the word like. And I have to motivate myself to do this. I think it would be a very good achievement. But I think ultimately the best thing to do is probably just to slow down, to speak slowly and deliberately. This means taking time to really think before you speak, and developed a pace that is not going to force myself to use these filler words, and hopefully trying to help my brain to catch up with my mouth. So yeah, it's getting quite dark outside. I just want to quickly share that because I think we all do it, and I'm interested to know whether you do the same thing and what type of filler words that you use as well. Anyway, it has been a very, very long outro, I have to say. 6 minutes worth of outro. So I think I'm going to sign off this week's vlog here. I've learned quite a bit this week by just introducing this new habits of filming. And I really hope that you enjoyed it as much as I have enjoyed it putting it together. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next vlog. Bye! Hey, you know, sometimes when you watch a celebrity doing a concert at a massive venue and they will get down on stage and they will do this. Another day is gone.